hole that was next to our base, right? I just kept digging a hole on a slight angle and I came out on another side of the planet.
I guess this is a small planet.
I mean, I've been digging that whole time, so it's not that small. Like, that whole discussion that we had was had while I was digging a mine, so... Not a successful mine, evidently, but, you know, it's not the point. Hey.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Look at this, we came out in a freaking forest. We're on the other side of the mountain.
Ah!
Look at this giant pink thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nothing. It's just gonna disappear when we dig it out, I guarantee you. It has some of those hell plants on it, though. Oh! Ah! It is actually staying, though. It doesn't like what we're doing. I think we've angered the space god.
It doesn't have any weight.
So... that's not supposed to happen, I think. I don't think we're supposed to dig these out.
I wish I could put the wind turbines on top of these geysers.
Niagara Falls. You just want to Niagara strats it. Ooh. Game froze for a second. That was freaky. Well, what a weird place to come out.
Oops.
I just saw all of the oxygen die.
I literally just bumped into it and it ruined everything.
Oh, my knees. I was gonna say, are we back in the mine? Yeah, we're back in the mine. I had the exact same idea, Nick. Hold on, I'm gonna make some more tethers.
Why is my wind turbine working?
We're
It's working
oh,
very well.
it's the methane.
Oh shit.
It's shooting out in the vein.
No one have a smoke.
I've got another 2-pack of tethers here. Also, I guarantee that if that was a threat, Nick, our machines would be setting it off. Look, the sparks coming off of that.
It is just a jet thing that comes out of it.
Just since you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the side a little bit. I mean, it's kind of how mines tend to work. Oh man, I can dig at the same time as you.
Yeah. Why couldn't we?
Just speed it up.
Oops. Alright.
That's a bit of a steep drop.
Yeah.
This is really getting claustrophobic. Like, I'm not complaining, it's just like we have very limited resource of movement there. You're starting to go like straight down with it.
I wasn't meaning to, but
Wow, this is just straight up hard rock, huh?
yeah.
We've hit like bedrock at this point.
Spill the drills, I guess.
Yeah, we've just ignored drills despite the fact that we have a constant
Oh.
urge to become dwarves.
I see an angry plant in there. Oh god, it's shooting at us. Hey, I can make it up.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it up, that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? I love how that one connects to the one down there, but not the one up here. Wow, this is also terrible looking. So much debris. These planets are populated by our dead ancestors every time. Oh, look, it's one of the Gemeralds. I think this one's going to have mostly the same research materials because it's like a planet, whereas the other one's its moon. I appreciate what's going on there. Oh, hey, look at those materials in the wall.
Ooh, that's gotta be what I'm looking for. Well, no, it's lithium.
I ain't never seen them there rocks before. Yeah, that is lithium. You're all right. I found some gray version of that earlier, but I never did get a whole stack of it. Is that quartz in the ceiling? Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like my makeshift scaffolding?
Oh, God. Man, my wind turbine is just spinning so fast.
It's very,
Where?
It's very weird. What even are we going to use lithium for?
Batteries, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, that would make sense. I have oxygen up here now. I have so much lithium on my body, Dick, that I look like I'm going to become a hedgehog. Alright. I keep on thinking to myself, how much of a planet could really just be stone? And then it's like, that's a really stupid thought. So in reference to that priest I was talking about earlier, they asked him about dinosaurs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of a big drop, holy shit.
Yeah, watch out.
They asked him about dinosaurs, and he wasn't saying that they didn't exist. He was just like, you know, I believe that like all life was like God's creatures. So, you know, it's like, yeah, that's a good way to look at that. Is like, yeah, God just made giant lizards and then went, nah, people now.
Lizard's a bad idea.
I mean, I would have loved the idea of just like if there was like a verse of the Bible that was like, and God made these giant swarms of horrible monsters and realized that they were a mistake. Because there is kind of some biblical precedence of that sort of thing. Like, do you know about, like... Because I know you know the names because they're constantly used in fiction, right? Do you know the stories of Leviathan or Behemoth?
Not really.
Okay, so there are 3, and this is where it gets really funny because it's one of those things of, this is why Christians don't talk about it. There are 3 magical Jewish monsters. And it's Leviathan, Behemoth, and then one that I cannot ever remember the name of that's a bird. And essentially the story about Leviathan is God made 2 of them. Because of course he made a male and a female one, right?
That's what he does.
Yeah, and then he went, yeah, if those things breed, that'll kill off all the people. So he killed the female one, and then the male one was left behind, but is like a functionally immortal giant lizard monster. And he's just like, yep. That's fine. Why would you not just kill both? And so the end result is Leviathan is like turned into like a semi-demonic being in the sense of like it hates humanity and will kill humanity. And it's like, why would you not just kill it? Why would you not give it the mercy of just death, right? And so the whole idea of Leviathan is God actually made an oopsie and then tried to backspace but didn't do it hard enough. And then Behemoth is just the same thing, but on land. Whoops, I made a big monster. Whereas the bird one is like, yeah, it's a big monster and kind of a dickhead, but also, if you're a faithful Jew to the end, you get to eat it when the end times come.
Whoa. It makes it all worth it.
Like, God's whole thing was like, do not eat of the forbidden foods. If you do not, and you are a good Jewish person, I will reward you with the most tasty bird in all of history. And I think that that's the craziest possible thing, because like, that's such a silly religiosity to think like, oh, when the apocalypse comes, if I am a good Jew, I get to eat a big bird. I think I found your big cave. But like independently of you.
I don't know. I don't think there's titanium down here.
Probably not. It's probably a surface metal.
Like, apparently, we would have run into it by now.
Yeah, but at this point, I'm committed to making my dwarf city. I think you would actually appreciate what I've done so far, because I've started just making, like, tunnels through the walls in the way of, like, making pathways to get to places. So they're all on, like, a slight incline, and they're all able to get you somewhere.
I'm coming back.
Oh, I'm so far from the surface.
Oh, yeah, not surface. Just back.
It looks like it feels cold down here.
It is a cave.
At what point
don't-
does a cave stop being cold and start being warm because of the proximity
Yeah,
of the
I was
center?
also thinking that. That's where my brain was going to.
I mean, it's us. We're usually in sync about these stupid things. This is what I'm saying. We need to get like an actual scientist that we can have on occasionally for fact checking. Put out like a message on Twitter like, we are a small channel looking for a resident scientist to answer our stupid questions.
That's just the internet.
Yeah, but most of them don't actually have the impetus to do it. I would love that for like a feature of our channel. Just like every like 20 episodes of something stupid, we get a person to come in and answer our idiot questions.
Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna go lay down and be sick more in a few minutes.
That's completely fair.
The last bit of medicine is wearing off.
Yeah, that's reasonable. You're a
I
sick
should
boy.
probably go buy more, but that mean leaving the house?
Yeah, I was gonna say that involves leaving the house.
Yeah. Maybe I convince Connor to go get something for me.
Shouldn't be that hard to convince him. Just be like, I'm a very sick boy. You need to understand.
Help the sick boy.
Help the sick boy. Do you remember that sick boy used to be a thing people would wear shirts of, or was that before you?
No, I think I kind of remember that.
It was like the motorcycle shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of debris down here.
I'm mining the mountain out of the way so the sun can get to it.
That is that actually going to be a thing that works? Because if so, I will find that amazing and hilarious.
I can't tell if it's working or not. It worked.
Really?
It's
It
direct,
actually works like that?
contact.
That's just wild that that actually functions in that way. God damn. The complexity of games in ways you don't think.
Very good. Now it's only gonna take 25 minutes.
That is a much faster pace.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
That is a
I'm-
fair assessment.
Too sick.
That is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
I've
what
gotten
is
sicker and
this
sicker.
material?
Yeah, that was my chair.
I'm sorry.
That sound was my chair. I don't know if it picked up or not.
That picked up. Was that like your chair? Like
It's just making a
break?
Makes that sound sometimes.
That's disconcerting.
Yeah, it's still together though.
I found an area, Nick, with a resource that I don't recognize. I'm scared to walk around here because this area is just pop coral everywhere.
I have no idea what to get my father.
Booze.
He doesn't drink.
Bandanas for when the cancer hits.
Yeah.
As a reminder, Father. Oh, is this just more quartz? But from a distance? Maybe? Yeah, it's just quartz. Ah. Where's the Titanite? I was promised Titanite.
Yeah, where the fuck is it?
We were promised Dark Souls resources and we did not achieve them.
I'm
Oh,
gonna look up what's it look like. It is on the surface, apparently.
it is on the surface?
I think so. Wait. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's fair.
What's the name of the planet that we're on? Vesna?
Yeah, V1.
Okay. Yeah. It's there. Okay.
What is that? Carbon required. Smelting furnace?
Yeah.
I found a medium generator underground.
Yeah, I found like a million of those. They just pop up underground.
Neat, I guess? Weird. So you're just gonna let it run in the background and get the...
I think so.
Sweet,
I'm
sweet
doing a little bit of looking
resources.
at the surface now. I'm looking at the surface a little bit now for titanium. No look.
Oh! Anytime you start to slide out, it's like the scariest shit. Suffocating?
Vaguely.
I found resin under here? Did I just find a road? The fuck did I find? I dug a hole through a wall and there was just like a smooth gray line on the ground. What, are you afraid of the environment? I can see you digging in the far distance on my screen. Just like your circle appears. That's really weird.
What's the type of
Part of me wonders, like, if I quit out, am I going to be back at base or am I going to be back where I start?
Probably where you are right now.
Because that's hilarious, because then I can just continue forming the deep road.
I mean, you can just keep doing that, and I'm just gonna leave you open anyways.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna leave you some food and sleep.
Yeah, that's fair. Go and relax. Be a good sick boy.
Oh, I still have dynamite. I forgot about that.